Welcome yourselves to a brand spanking new week. It is Monday and we're going to kick things off with some sales we've had over the weekend. It's been an eventful weekend for sure. We've had a good couple of car boots, 3 car boots actually. Can't wait until my other one starts and then I can get 4 car boot sales in on a weekend. Let's move you over here a bit. We'll start off with some sales and we're going to start off with eBay first because there's not many on eBay and we can just get them moving, can't we? And get them shifted on, get them out of the way of the table because they're quite big for what they are. £32.98 in total. We have sold the Sony cassette deck. This is sold as spares, repairs, parts. The doors don't open properly and the belts don't go around properly. All of that's been mentioned. No power lead. It needs a power source. So it's nice and easy to pack. Just perfectly square, rectangle, whatever. Part of that big stack system that I was moving around, carting around, back forward, back forward, back forward. The last piece to go is that. £32.98. It's going international actually. Yeah. Sold just now actually while I was going through. I'm actually doing the postage labels and sorting them all out. I've got them all ready to go. This sold, I touched it. I grabbed this lamp that I've sold and I had to touch this to get the lamp. The classic, you touch it, it will sell happened. Literally within seconds. I was like, what? A little Leonardo collection boy. I'm really hoping it's the chap that reached out and said he wanted it. I really am hoping it's him. But I don't know. I can't tell by the name. I don't know. Did I do £2 postage on that? Oh no, I sold it on best offer. I paid £5 for it from the charity shop. It sold for £17 all in. It's a Leonardo de collection. Porcelain face. Leonardo de collection. I was going to say Leonardo DiCaprio collection. Leonardo collection. Leonardo de collection. Sold for £17 all in. I'm hoping it's you that picked it up. If not, apologies when you see this. Annoyingly, I've already done the postage labels for these, so I'm not 100% sure. But I'm going to say, I'll put a screenshot up. I'm going to say £6 for this Prada and Gucci bag box. It's early in the morning, 9:20. I'm going to say £6 for these. They're just nothing, they're fodder. They're just things that I've collected over the time. Sold. And a nice little tea towel, part of my big stack of tea towels that I've got to get through. Bird table by Ulster, pure Irish linen, has sold for, I want to say £12 plus postage. Here's a screenshot, see if I'm right or not. Probably not. That's all for eBay. I've got so many drafts, it's unreal. I'm about to, like, my eBay is about to go soaked up like a sponge soaking up water from a spillage. Yeah. My eBay's about to get tons on it, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Excuse me, Mr. Monkey. There's a... Right, now over to the beast from the east. Vinted. Yeah, they're Eastern, aren't they, I think? European? Whatever. I do also have the Romanian legend himself coming to pick up the Marantz Hi-Fi. Some chap, and I am gonna highlight this actually, and this is not hate. I think it's just worth highlighting because I think it's a very strange point of view. Somebody commented and basically said, because the chap who's buying it always like gives me a little something when he sees me, entirely up to him, that's off of his heart. I know how good it feels to give somebody gifts, all right? Because he gives me something every time, or whenever I see him, sometimes he's got something for me. This geezer seems to think that I should have just gave him that at cost. When in actual fact, I gave it him, it doubles me up, so my business keeps on moving forward, and he saved £200 on what it would cost him to buy pre-owned. It's like a £200-300 system. I'm selling it to him for £100. I think that was a kind thing to do. And so does he. The geezer buying it. So, Ryan Richardson, I think his name is Jamie Richards. Again, no hate, but you've left this public comment, so we're going to talk about it. He says, matey gives you stuff for free and you want to make 50 quid off of him. Just give him it for cost, Ricky, mate. Worth keeping him as a pal. That to me is one of the most interesting last bits of the sentence. Worth keeping him as a pal. So I replied and said, you are a fool thinking that way. I don't need to keep him as a pal just because he gives me things. That's not why I would keep anybody around me. They do that because they want to, because they're a couple, they're a pair. And I am grateful. And a gesture of kindness back, I'm giving him what he wants at a fraction of what it would cost him to get. Check what you're saying, Ryan. That's not how the world turns, mate. Well, at least not to me. Of course, I appreciate that to you, that might be the way the world turns. You want to keep people around you who have value to you, who you can get things from and are good for your pockets. That's not how I work. Not like that anyway. Of course, there are people who I treat as business people or people that are beneficial towards me. But the relationship that we have, it's not like that. It's not a business kind of thing. It's a friendship thing. We speak about things outside of reselling when we meet up. It's not business when they give me things, I mean. This is what this comment revolves around. So then he responded, it is how it works in my opinion. And that is fair enough, mate. You're allowed to have that opinion. It's your prerogative. You can live your life the way that you want to live. It is how it works in my opinion, mate. You help those that help you. £200 cheaper. Even if you must make a tenner on it, he's not asking you to buy all of your stock. One item. You're asking to double up when he gives you stuff for free every week. Gesture of kindness backward to let him have it at cost. Interesting. At this point I realise I'm not going to get through to young Jamie. I said, it is not a give and take relationship. I do not ask for the stuff. This is not a business transaction. Reiterating what I was talking about earlier. The stuff he gives me, normally things that fit me. If not, I'll move them on. Again, I repeat, this is not a business transaction. Because he thinks that I should be keeping like people, somebody who's giving me things for free, he thinks I should be keeping them on side, you know, see what else I can get out of them. That's how this message comes across. And then the man himself saw the comment and he's chimed in. He says, hello, hello. Like Ricky said, nobody makes me give him free stuff. If you're envious, come around and you'll have some for free, if that makes you happy. I've seen him give things to other people as well for free. He just likes doing it. Regarding the amplifier, making him do just a double up makes me feel bad because I know what the value of it is. Take care. Whoosh, with a little bicep. So the man himself has spoken. And then, there's a few more comments here. Georgina has responded. He's effectively giving him 100 to 150 quid by selling it at £100. Which is far more than the value of the stuff he gets given, if you want to look at it like that. But regardless, he will literally be throwing 100 plus quid down the toilet because he's a very decent guy, so bog off. I like the use of toilet and bog on the same sentence. So I responded to Georgina and said, he's obviously one of those people who live by the rules of give to receive. And that's his prerogative. It's not my way of living though. Because it is, again, Ryan, this is not an attack. You've left a comment on my YouTube video and it's definitely up for discussion. And Georgina said, mine either, Ricky Resells. So, I personally think it's a strange way to be living when you have a friendly thing going on and they give me things in a friendly manner. Now, what can happen here is that I will never get taken in by this. I'm not saying that those guys are doing this, but again, this is a different twist on the whole scenario. So forget about what Ryan seems to think. Imagine this. I've been around the block a little bit. I'm not going to let myself get caught up in something like that either. But what they could be doing, which they're not, but what they could be doing is a form of like buttering me up, greasing me up. What's the word they use? Grooming me, yeah? So they might want something from me later on down the line. They might have something in mind that they want to ask me, already planned out. And every time they see me, they give me gifts. They give me little things. Oh, Ricky, mate, good to see you. I found this and thought of you. Here you go, mate. You can have that. You can have this. Here you go. Here you go. Keep giving me things, giving me things, giving me things. And after a little while, weeks, maybe months, whatever else, bam, they hit me with what they want. And I'm already like, oh, they've been so nice to me. They've been so kind to me. They've love-bombed me. They've gave me all of these gifts and things. I feel like I must oblige and do whatever it is that they're about to ask me, even if I don't want to do that or not. Yeah? I've been in that life before. Nothing like that can happen to me. So there's two reasons why I don't think the same way that you do, Jamie. Number one, not everybody has a monetary value for me. I don't see pound signs when I look at some people. Of course there are people I do, part of business. Not everybody. These are good people and they're out of that side of it. And secondly, future proofing. I can't be buttered up. Nobody can ever say to me, yeah, but I did all this for you, I did all this for you, you must do this for me. It's never going to happen. So with that being said, hopefully you can understand my point of view. And we're going to move straight into the Vinted sales. But yeah, he's going to come pick this up later for £100. I paid 50, selling it for £100. So that'll be on today's sales as well. Oh, here's the man himself. I was just talking about him, and then he arrives and turns up. How are you, man?
Hello. Hey.
Come on in.
How are you, Ada? You alright?
This is I was trying to say to you, this is the man that gives you the hair clips. You know the ones you put in your hair?
You like them? I might have more.
Oh, you?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad.
Right, so he's here, and I'm going to rip him off and only give him it for £100. How dare I?
Oh no!
Plonker. I appreciate it. I can't see your phone.
Oh, that's lovely, man. I can't wait, man. I can't wait.
Okay, into Vinted. Bit of back and forward on the offers on these ones, and the Oakley shorts have sold. These are really nice. I was going to keep them for myself, which is why I wasn't going to just sell them for pennies. Sold for £15. Hate the one Vintage, you have to keep clicking back and orders, back and orders, back and orders to get to where you need to get to. I feel like as a pro user, they should give us some kind of like pro experience like eBay do when it comes to the back end. Back end on eBay for business is very different to back end on eBay personal. But we'll see. Probably, you know, Vinted, they're still relatively infant. You have to give them their slide. They're still quite new. One of the hoodies, I paid £3 for a bunch of hoodies. I paid £30 for like, well, 10 obviously. I think there's a bit more than 10. Like the skatey ones, butter, rip and dip, lowbrow. The first one to sell out of them all was the butter one. Really, really nice that. $14.99. And we sold another one as well, but we'll get to that. Star Trek pin badge. Massively appreciate this. This one has come from Gary. Gary sent me up a bundle of stuff and said, basically, it's not his cup of tea. He doesn't care about any of that. And he wants me to sell it. So this was part of it. In that bundle there was like, oh, where is it? Can't find it. There was a Pokemon game. There was, oh, here you go. There's loads of like vintage clothing bits. Loads of stuff and some stuff for Ada. Sent Ada up some like little toy horsey doll things like that. So Gary, massively appreciate that. I've not had a chance to show that in a video just yet. It is down there and stuff. But part of that was this. So Gary, first of all, really appreciate you, mate. Very, very kind. And secondly, Kevin, really appreciate you for the pickup. Very, very kind. He says, yeah, finally bought something from the ledge. Love your YouTube videotape thingies, lol. Keep up the good work and I'll keep my eyes for other Trek or sci-fi goodies. Have a chilled weekend, pal. Yeah, I wish my weekend was chilled, but I appreciate the sentiment. $5.99 that sold for. I sold 2 of those actually. We'll get around to that. This one's funny. So the Lyle and Scott bag, I paid £6 for it. I went back and forward. There's like a little back forward whatever, and then it was £12. He sent me an offer of £12. I declined and resent £12 by mistake. Supposed to send 15. So I quickly resent 15. I said sorry, I was supposed to counter at 15. He said, I was just about to pay £12, you blue baller. I didn't see that message for ages either until then. Oh dear. Mr. G. Sheldon. Wolf's son over on Vinted. I think I know who you are, but I can't think of who you are. Does that make sense? So I just saw your message, but I paid £6 for it, so I don't really fancy a double up on that one. I fancy a little bit extra. £15. You blue baller. I'm not going to get it out because there's no need. Another one of those Star Trek things. Gary sent me 2. $5.99. Gone. Gonski. See ya. Peace. I did it. £3.50. Kylie and Kendall makeup bag. It's whatever on one side and fluffy on the other. You know, it's got a few little bits and stuff on it, a few marks. I've mentioned all that. £3.50. It's cheap, isn't it? Paid 50p from the Jumbly sale. Sold the pool lighting spiral lamp. The one that I mentioned, I had to touch the cowboy. That's weird. Had to move the cowboy to, and then it sold. Yeah, I'll leave that there. Paid £4. Sold for $14.99. Hi Ricky, I'm over the moon. I got this lamp. I saw it on your YouTube channel and I knew I had to have it. Thank you. P.S. I'm still looking for a PlayStation 2. I said I haven't seen one yet. I really haven't seen one for ages. I haven't seen a PS2. That's worth picking up for a very long time. But I massively appreciate that. Funko Donkey 1968. Do you sell on your channel? I think you bought from me before. I'm pretty sure you have. You don't have any items, but might be worth following just in case. I appreciate that, Jason. Brother's name, Jason. We had an optician. Jason wouldn't look at him. Jason, look at me, Jason. Look at me, Jason. Onzy Vons has picked this up. Adrian has picked up the Bertie Bassett. He said it's cheaper than buying a mirror. What do you think? I think they look similar, don't you? Massively appreciate it. And I get to actually send the mug with it. They wanted a mug. I said, I've got you. I'll give you the mug. See, there you go. Another one. Maybe Adrian should be keeping me on side, or I should be keeping them on side. No, that was really petty of me, actually. But I'm throwing this in for free. I bought this from the charity shop. They missed me, so they want it. They're always buying bits from me. I thought, do you know what? I'm going to send it with your next parcel. Bertie Bassett in a cup. Bertie Bassett in a cup. Don't break. Don't break. Oh, thank you. Don't break. We're at the next day. I don't really know how this is going to gel in, but I'm going to slip this in there anyway. Hey, be careful. Couple more sales to show you. No point in doing a whole dedicated video on it because that's just wasting your time. You deserve better than that. Vintage Japanese made canteen flask, World War II era or maybe just after, £13.79 all in. I paid £1 from a jumble sale. That's eBay done. Vinted now, £15 all in for the vintage Adidas track. Again, I got that from a jumble sale for £1. Liam has picked up the DS bundle that I picked up at the weekend for his daughters. He's paid £8 for these. I paid 50p each. Nice little bargain there. He says, cheers for this, Ricky. My daughters will be happy. I really enjoy watching the YouTube videos. I do a fair bit of reselling myself on a part-time basis, so I do recognise the commitment. Fair play to you, Liam, mate. Do you sell on your account? You do. So, another weird username. Is it L1AMJ? L1AMJ. Go on, Liam. We've got to stop with all this weird username stuff. It drives me insane. It's so hard. Bargains by Bill. Bargains by Bill. Bill's picked up these, the Funko Pop little pop pins. Hunter, the anime ones. 31 to 34. Paid £1 each. Sold them for 1, 2, 3, 4. He knows I can't resist a sequential number. He knows it. He knows more kryptonite. Bill, massively appreciate it, mate. He sells on his page. You go and check him out. Bargains by Bill. Nice and simple. Bill. £5.40 for this Hush top. Couldn't sell it. It's been sitting around for ages on eBay and Vinted. It wasn't going. Obviously I bought it at the wrong end of the season. £5.40. I think I paid £3 for it. Should have got a lot more than that. It's what it is. Westy Boy! Ben Westy Boy 98 has picked up the bundle of Xbox games. Paid £10 for it all. Had them sat there for a while. People weren't really biting the price I wanted. I wanted to do double up, but it wasn't happening. $16.78 though. $6.78. I can't argue. I love Ben Boy, so we accept. Thank you, Ben, mate. I'm trying to move this fast so it fits into the video better. I haven't even seen the footage from yesterday yet. I know I wanted a big old rant. Some bell ends. £3. Natalie's picked up the little pound puppy for £3. Pound puppy. Whatever. Hi Ricky, hope you're keeping well. Thank you for the order. Me and my partner Richard watch your YouTube videos. We do sell on eBay. It's called Richie's Emporium. So go and check it out. Keep up with the good work, Natalie. Thank you both so much. Prince Pix has picked up Scratch. She left me a lovely message, and all I want to say is thank you. We're going to keep that one between us. I paid 50p from a lovely couple from the car boot sale who watched the channel. I did keep it for myself for a bit up here, but the baboon with the bum's taking control of it. I bet you didn't even notice that, did you? Now you'll notice it. Now you can't not notice it. Thank you so much for the pickup. And that's all. Slip that in somewhere. Batman Classics paid £1 at the car boot sale. The lady actually gave me this because I let somebody who was buying some stuff buy more of the same thing. I'd already picked it out. I said, you have it, you have it. And she went, you can have this. And I said, thank you so much. But here's £1. £6.99. And some people want to accuse me of stealing from a car boot sale. I'd fucking give more money away than I'd ever need to steal. I had a little run-in with the guy. Do you remember the video I put up on maybe a month or so ago of some dude kicking off, accusing me of stealing something because what he thought he saw was me putting somebody else's money in my pocket, when actually it was my own change originally. There's a video on my page for it. Long story short, I was going through some stuff and there was a bag with some cash in it, and I already had my money just here, like a fiver sat here. Actually it was £6, it's £5 and a pound coin. Sat here like this as I was going through the stuff. It's a bigger version, but it was smaller than this, obviously. Someone's ringing me. I was going through all the stuff, I had my money here, and I found this bag. So as I pulled it out, I've got my own change, grabbed it here, put my money in my pocket, and said, you got a bag here with cash in it, and handed it over with the cash in it. Now what annoys me is I can kind of see what this guy sees, but he's wrong, he's incorrect in what he sees and what he thinks he saw. But I can kind of see what he saw. But I've tried to explain to him, that's not what you saw. He didn't have it, so I thought, fuck, I'm not explaining myself to you anymore, can't be bothered. A couple of months have gone by. I keep seeing him at every single car boot sale, no interaction at all. And then this time, I haven't put the clip out yet. I've actually cut the clip out. But if they keep kicking off about it, I'll put the clip back in. I've edited it, it's already there. And I want to keep some stuff back. Because at this point in time, it's actually becoming a bit harassment and defamation. Because he keeps on talking shit. I know he's chatting to other people about it. And if he causes me any problems, then I've got all these little clips and stuff that I can send and keep as a file and give to whoever I need to give it to in order to build a case. Because I'm not having it. There's no explaining to him. But it all kicked off at the weekend. He come past me swearing and I thought, I'm not having this. I'm not having you swearing at me. So I confronted him and then he went his way. And he obviously came back for round 2 to confront me this time. So then we was having that and then his stupid little mate popped in. I'm pretty sure it's the same. I don't know. I've seen his face before. I need to know if it's who I think it is. But anyway, very brave with 6 strands of veneers in his mouth. He decided to chirp off as well. And at this point, I'm like, I don't want to be, it's embarrassing. I don't want to be a part of a scene at a car boot sale. So I was keeping it quite quiet with this guy. Yes, it was quite confrontational, but it was quiet. And this knobhead, Gobby, come round, take it to the car park, boys, take it to the car park, take your GoPro and take it to the car park, yeah? Like I'm going to fight at a car boot sale over car boot sale stuff. But it gets to the point where you've accused me of something. I've tried to explain. I understand you're a foreign chap, so you probably don't understand it. And that's not racist. That's just a barrier thing. So I made a video trying to explain it. Still can't get the point, so I left it as that. A few months have gone by, then he comes past me, swearing at me. So I thought, no, I'm not having it. And now this has happened. Now he's got other people. So I'm pretty sure he's going around talking, saying, Ricky, this man stole, whatever else. And he gets to the point where it's defamation. So what he thinks he saw and what actually happened are 2 very different things. I can kind of see his point of view, but I can't get through to him because his English obviously isn't as good as explaining to him. But now it's getting a bit iffy on the field. It's causing me dramas and problems. So I've got the clips. I'm going to keep the clips and start building a case, I think, because I'm not having it. What was my point in that? Oh yeah, the fact that I overpay for stuff. In my car boot videos, I'm always overpaying for stuff, always. Why am I going to nick a bit of cash? Why am I going to nick a little bit of money? Because the only money that he thinks he could have saw is a £5 note. There's no way he's seen the pound coin in my hand. And all I had was a £5. So what he saw me put in my pocket would have been a £5. I give away more than a £5 every time I go to a car boot sale. I don't need to nick one. Anyway, I was given this, but I paid £1 instead. I'm breaking it. So if anybody knows how to create or prepare for and build a defamation case, let me know. I'll be really interested. I am going to obviously do some research. I've done a little bit of research, to be fair. That's why I didn't put that clip in, because it shows him and it shows them. If there is ever a case built or brought towards them, then they could use something on me for putting that interaction out there, as in like it could hurt the case or damage the case or something. So I've kept it off. I've kept it off for now, but I've got it. I've got it. The reason why I kept it is because he says it proves that he's accusing me of what he's accusing me of, and then when he swears, I was like, "You got something you want to say, mate?" But I didn't use your name. I didn't use your name. I'm like, I'm not fucking stupid, mate. And then he's going, I don't steal money. You stole money. You put it in your pocket. And I'm like, cool, I've got you. So he's the one going around saying stuff. Put to nick a £5. Right, anyway, let's move swiftly on. £10 paid, sold for £40 over on Vinted. Could have got a little bit more, but I like to keep the bargains there. People can snatch them quickly. They're sold the next day. £10 into £40 for these lovely, lovely boots. Bought from the Saturday car boot sale. Got 1 pair left as well, black pair. My eyes twitching now. Frank Thomas jacket. I think I actually paid about 20-25 for it from Ricky's Whatnot stream. He hasn't got any Whatnot at the moment because he's currently moving premises, so he's very, very busy. Sold for 25 quid. 25 quid. And last but not least, another one of those jumpers, the Rip and Dip. This time £14.99. So there's 30 quid back from my 30 quid spend already, and I've got about 8 or 9 hoodies and items of clothing left to sell from that bundle deal. So there we go. Went on a little bit of a rant there in the middle. I'm going to try and cut that down to as least as possible. I don't really like the negative talk, but at the same time, I'm not going to be walked all over. I'm not going to have my name bad-mouthed around car boot sales and wherever else over some moron who thinks he saw one thing, but he didn't. And my character shows very differently to that. Appreciate you for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please like it. Otherwise, I'm going to come round your house and I'm going to nick all your £5s. And subscribe. Otherwise, I'll upgrade it to your £10s. See you in a bit.